Hello everybody and welcome to episode 11 of my vanilla playthrough series. I'm Icon and today we're going to get back to producing things in our main factory. I'm going to start to dismantle this area here up here little by little, and we're going to expand down here now into a facility where we're going to produce our own things for our own leisure. A lot of guides and other videos refer to this area as the mall, and I don't know, I guess the name stuck with most people, and I actually do like it. And the idea behind that is you have one area where you just produce things for you to pick up, and oh, that was a bad grenado. And you're trying to have a little bit of everything there you need to build more factory. So that's the base idea of a mall. And there are a lot of different concepts out there, how to set it up, how to make it, and my goal today is going to be to set up a little facility where we are going to pre-produce the intermediates necessary for the machines in a larger scale, to assure some sort of nice throughput. And you can either get the intermediates produced directly on site, but then you end up with a lot of assemblers stuck in between that just do iron gear wheels or such. So today I want to present a option where you just pre-produce all that stuff somewhere else and pipe it into the mall. And this is just a slight variation, and you can do whatever feels good for you. I actually try to do a little bit of a different setup every time when I set up a new factory. That's my kink. So whatever feels nice to you, try it out. So right now I'm just fighting back the forest, as you see. Where I just want to make some room to work with today, and I thought that was the perfect piece of work while I was explaining what we're going to do today. So my plan is to leave the circuit production somewhere up here. I think that's no problem to reserve this there, and we're going to have our basic mall area over here, but I want to have other icons later. So we're going to have here the intermediates facility, and this is by no means going to be a real efficient or well planned thing. I'm going to just overproduce as hard as I can and hope we're going to be well with that. And the actual factory now will grow as follows. We're going to pipe down the main bus here, which will hit the water here, so I guess we're going to take a branching off to whatever direction looks appeasing, but I don't know, maybe we're going to be okay with the room there, haven't decided yet. But I don't want to change direction now because it's okay. The distance here is fine, and we can branch off into another distance because the ore patches here are just fine. Sorry, I got sidetracked here. So the factory will grow into this direction, and I'm going to leave the main bus open into this direction, so we can just leave open how much room we're going to need for that. I just need to decide what's going to be the border of the bus on this dimension. So let's use the green circuits as the border for now. Alright. So today we're going to set up the intermediates. For this, let's check out what kind of intermediates we're going to need. So we're talking about iron gear wheels, a lot of them obviously, but let's see, I don't think we're needing too many other items apart from that. Here's also iron gear wheel. We could consider simple transport belts as pre-products, but no, not going to do that. Yeah, iron sticks. Iron sticks are something we're going to produce as well. And Not gonna go for copper cable, because copper cable is a very specialized product, which is well, I don't think it's that ideal to pre-produce a lot of that stuff. So we're going to switch in a little splitter here, and I'm taking that from here. We're always trying to even things out a little. So this splitter here takes a few of iron plates of this side and transfers them onto this belt back. And yeah, we're going to talk about what people call belt balancers in a few episodes too, because the problem which will arise along the time is whenever we take something from this main belt, a certain unbalancing can happen. So we're producing items for this belt, taking them away here, and then it doesn't get filled up. So whatever runs down here is only the leftovers of this one here. So the basic idea is to build up little things that just refill the drained belts. So I'm going to show you designs for that in the future, but for today we're just fine with that little thingy here. It does all the things we need because we only have 2 lanes to worry about. It's not that necessary right now. So let's see. Going to start building. Well, maybe let's go for some symmetry here for the time being. Okay, so there we go. Let's see, how many iron sticks do we get produced out of 5 of these guys? So shift right click and shift left click for the copy. So these would be 15. Wonderful. That's all the fun we'd need. But this is now not ideal because we would be running into a problem here. So the thing here is we would be trying to put 15 items on one side of the belt. So we're rather not doing that. So instead I'm going to build something like that and be happy with that output. This is only 12 per second, but this is I don't think we're going to need much more than that for the time being. So there we go. And on the other side we're going to have iron gear wheels. Let's see what 5 of these machines can produce for me. And that's 7.5. Perfect. Exactly the amount I need. So there we go. And I think with the iron gear wheels, I want to have a full belt of these. Oh, that's not enough space. More like that. So shift right click. I'm stealing the recipe from the neighbors here because it's easier to manage them, to make it like that. And now we're going to check out oops, I need only one, the amount of inserters here. So for the input, I wouldn't be managing that with basic inserters anymore. And oh my goodness, I don't have any inserters. Do you have inserters, Mr. Carr? Oh man, Mr. Carr doesn't have inserters either. So give me a second. I'm going to be right back with inserters, my friends. And there I am, back with a orderly amount of inserters. So we're going to produce a few more assembling machines here. Oh boy, I'm going to need to handcraft that. And Now we're going to get over to the actual outputs here. So I also fetched up a little bit more of the belts. I'm well armed now. So let's get back to those machines. We are going to need fast inserters 1.3. So the question is, I think I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure if this is really going to be the maximum throughput here, but I honestly don't care too much about that because I'm okay with almost maximum throughput. Okay, so for output, we're only needing 2 of them. That's good. So there we go. And that's 7.5 per array. We're just going to fuse them later. And 2 for the output. So since so many of the machines down the road there need iron gear wheels to be produced, I'm doing myself a large favor in mass producing them like that. So here we can work with basic inserters. That's nice. And we're going to work there with the same setup for the output. Alright, that's a pretty good option to see if it works out, because on the output it's way easier to measure if your design works out, because if it works out there's no leftover in the machine. If there's leftover in the machine, you're not outputting quick enough. That's way easier to measure compared to the question, do I input quick enough? It's harder to measure in my opinion. So let's connect them bad boys. All right. So here we go. Let's do something funny here. Nope, that was not the funny part. Now it should be working. Yeah, so with this T-merger operation, I just transfer this side of the belt onto the other side of the belt. It's quite simple yet effective. Brings me the 15 units of iron gear wheels on one belt. Just like that. No splitters needed. No complicated things. Alright, there we go. Here I take the other way. It's a little bit less elegant, but it works too. But this one here is actually better, so we're going to make it probably 2. But here I didn't prepare it as well. So here I'll just take a little bit less of an elegant way. But it'll work too. That's a good thing about Factorio. You can make things work one way or another, you know? But I like this one more. Okay, so this is now a beginning for the intermediates. And I'm going to leave, well, let's leave that. I'm going to leave a little bit of room here for more of these things, if necessary. I plan to build the engines later here too, and a lot more time down the road we're going to build other things here too. So I'm going to leave some room for that. And now I have this extra belt here running, which is not the main bus, but the a steady supply for the mall. I'm going to pipe that down a little bit more down here. So here, let's go here. So I personally like to split my molds into 2 halves, and that's logistics and further down the road, well, Oh, well, it's hard to measure, but I think we're going to, yeah, I'm going to go down here. So I need more belt. You always need more belt. Remember, that's a very important thing. And that's mall production. And there's going to be later down the road also a mall for military. But that's another topic. Okay. So I think I leave a little bit much room here, a little much more than no. The thing here is, as you see, there's tier 1 and tier 2 equipment, and there's of course later down the road a tier more or such, and because of that, ow, I leave rather more room than too little, because you know my you know what I said a while ago. I rather have too much room compared to little room. All right, but let's not clear too much territory here. I want to pipe over the stuff here from the main bus now. There we go. So this is a wonderful feeling to see all these precious things to flow down there. So I'm going to save a little bit of time. Can't wait to have robotics going on. So I'll have later on construction robots which just will place down the belts for me while I will just plan them. But right now we're still all rough handwork. It's just how it goes. Alright. No. I was just wondering if I would want to bring the steel closer to that other stuff, but no. I'd rather twiddle in things between those. Okay, so with these things we can work now. We're going to set up the usual suspects, as I like to call them. So we're going to take some iron plates, and again, I'll just ring in an inserter here. Or is that even necessary? Yeah, it is necessary, because I've taken something from this pipe, from this belt. Well, it will pay off to balance them here and there. Okay, so this is the main intake for this facility, and that's going to be... I'm already planning with the future belts where I can, but it's not possible to do that everywhere. Okay, we're having the basic materials now all flowing. The only thing lacking yet are the electronic circuits. So let's pipe those out here too. Okay, so now let's have some fun. I want first off some transport belts, and now I don't need to pre-produce my iron gear wheels anymore, and that opens up a lot of different options to play with my machines. So I think, yeah, we're in a good spot here. So let's just think about that. I guess I want a split off of the iron plates, which is only one half iron plate and one half iron gear wheel. So let's set that up. We got that trick during the last episode, so we're going to do that one again. I'm leading them here along because I think that's a nice way to do it. So we're bringing them here together, and so here we go. And that's all we're going to need for the intake of this machine. That's a very, very comfy way to get it done. So I'm going to set up 2 of them. One for my own box and one for the belt. So here I'm using just inserters how I think they are okay. I don't follow any ratios or efficiencies at this point. I could, though. Maybe I should. A little bit, though. All right. So let's check it out at least. Well, we would be needing the famous 3.6 inserters. Yeah, well, let's make it like that. And like that. I'm just producing smaller amounts here, or, well, I'm going to produce a larger stack here. And these are later down the road for my red belt production. So we're going to output these here. Okay, so what do we need apart from that? Of course, the underground belts are on the same thing here. So maybe I'm going to do a different thing here. Yeah, that's a neat little design. So that's why I wanted to have the intermediates pre-produced, because you can do a lot more funny concepts with that. So let's just take some more of that iron and have some fun with it. So I'm piping it over here. So spaghetti begins. I love my mall areas to have fun with spaghetti, honestly. So here we go. And here I'm mixing the products again to give me an easy time with having these things on the transport belt together, because you see here for these splitters are needing similar things later down the road, so I'm able to do that quite easily here. It's no real difference to other concepts where you just pre-produce the items on site. I just found it had some urge to do something different this time, because building the same molds time and time again grows a little bit tedious and tiresome with the time. Okay, so we're going to build up the splitters next. So as we've learned, these are all the materials we need apart from more electronic circuits. So let's split them off here. It's so satisfying to start building arrays with all these pre-produced goodnesses. Alright, well, maybe I'm going to let it run like that, because I want that output on this alignment. Oh, and also, oh, I already have that, okay. So, well, let's use a blue one. What gives? Alright, so here we have now all the items we need. And now I'm going to mirror that. So, possibly. No, we're going to do something else here with those green circuits to mirror that better. Okay, so here we go. The mirroring is a step I take to make my whoopsie. to make my tier 2 production a little bit easier. Alright, so there we go. Because the tier 2 products will all need a unit of the tier 1 product, so that's the plan behind all that. We're just giving them what they need. Alright, so next up, the fast transport belt needs iron gear wheels and transport belts. So iron gear wheels we can easily supply, and transport belts, it's the same. So I'm going to bring up the assembler for the red belts right over here, because it's an awesome place to do that. Alright. And we're just splitting off a little bit of that stuff here and piping it in. Why not? So I personally enjoy this phase of the base building so much when you finally have all the pieces prepared. Oh, I'm going to stockpile a large amount of that stuff. When you have all the pieces prepared and you're finally at the spot where you just can put the pieces of the puzzle together and produce a larger picture. Alright, so fast underground belts eat up 40 iron gear wheels. So much. Alright, so we're going to give this thing this here, and we're splittering off that. So you clearly see here that the 15 units of iron gear wheel that I give this factory to work with are a joke to begin with. But at the same time, I can increase the throughput up here. All the capacities available we would need for that. And it is not that horrible if we don't max out the ratios here. Because most of the time these machines will just produce until they hit the set threshold for the chests. Just noticed that I didn't put up any guns here. That doesn't feel right. Let's put some guns over here too. So this little area here, and including this area here, will be our nice little intermediate pre-production. There we go. Just leaving some turrets for the safety. Okay, so let's get the splitters going as well. So turns out these monsters need iron gear wheels too. Okay, so let's give it what it needs. And that's just our belt logistics done. I'm quite happy with that. Very easy and smooth setup here. Really like that one. So here we go. I have all the stuff I need now on this side, and the other half of logistics for me are, of course, inserters, and well, the other 2/3. Oh well, no, it's much more, and that's why I wanted to have that much room. Are inserters, electric poles, and well, a few more things down the road. So maybe the production mall will be living somewhere else even. I don't think so now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the inserters onto this side. So inserters are needing iron plates, iron gear wheels, and electronic circuits. So I'm going to expand these connections like that. So, well, spaghetti begins. Oh yeah, we can use the nice red underground belts now. The good thing about red underground belts is they have a higher range compared to the yellow ones. So there we go. Progress, you see. And we're going to do the same things here. Okay. The same goes for the electronic circuits. I think a yellow one will be enough. Okay. So inserters are not that complicated either. So just keep in mind that the yellow inserter is an ingredient here. So we're going to go for a similar tactics here. I'm going to bring together iron plates and iron gear wheels, or, well, yeah, iron plates and iron gear wheels are good to go. And you see here that there's already the shortage running in. The first set of machines is grabbing way more iron here. So, but you see here, we would need some red belt to get that going, or I would need to tap into another belt there. It's okay. We can't really maximize that without upgrading other components first, and it's not really that horrible to have it like that. So I think I'm going to continue with the construction of this area during the next episode. So we got the basic logistics down, we got the belt management back, and next episode we're going to bring back more logistics, and that's going to be a very, very big step forward, because that means I'll have my inserters pre-produced here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Thanks so much for watching, to everybody who's still out there. And we're going to have some fun during the next episode with the rest of that mall. And feel free to leave a comment down below. And as always, I'd love to hear from you. And feel free to also leave a like or drop a subscription on my channel if you want to help my work grow further, because not only the factory must grow, but also this channel must grow, and every subscription helps a lot to produce more of this funny stuff for you. Either way, whatever might be the case, have a wonderful time, and I hope we're going to see each other again. Until then, goodbye.